Need power? It's always right there at hand. EcoFlow, power never been this easy.
Hello and welcome here from foggy, cloudy Ottobiano circuit here in Italy. We apologize for the technical issues at the beginning, so we have a slight time delay. So, but everything is fine. We are ready to start. So we are happy that you are joining us, and let's go right to the qualification right now. There is a second class, and that is open, and so let's go through the list and look at what is happening. So we have let's go through the first qualification. We had 5 riders that actually moved straight to the SUPERPOLE race in the afternoon. And the first one was Viktor Čech, the second one Šimon Kučeřík, both riders are from the Czech Republic, then Davide Dota, Leonardo Barberis and Sandro Ebischer. I think 2 of them are from Italy, and Sandro Ebischer is from Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's correct.
Great. And right now we have another 6 riders that are actually battling for the last 2 places in the SUPERPOLE, which will take place in the afternoon, and that is,
we have number 53 from Austria. It's Boris Sadojevich. This is our oldest rider. He's 47 years old. Then we have number 48. That's Alessandro Lora. That's Italian rider, and he is only 12 years old. That's the youngest rider on the track, I believe. And then we have number 74, Swiss rider, Matteo Staub. He's 22 years old. Number 24, Italian rider, Jacopo Parati. And number 69, Italian rider, Matteo Tavella. And the last one is number 109, Italian rider, Mattia Rossi.
great. So if you look at what is going on the track, so right now we have 8 minutes to go, and first one is Alessandro Lora and second one Leonardo Barberis. So these 2 riders actually right now are would move to the SUPERPOLE, and the rest is already fighting. As you can see on the graphics, this is Ottobiano circuit. It has 1,380 meters. There are actually 15 turns. I think the track is actually 8 meters to 12 meters wide, if I'm not mistaken. And as I said, we have 15 curves. I believe more on the right hand side, right?
Yes.
The conditions are pretty good. We have 18 degrees. It was foggy since morning, and now it's more like a cloudy, but the conditions are still good. The track is not slippery. Nobody is complaining. So I think we're expecting a pretty good day, right?
Yes, I believe so. And I'm curious who will make it out of these 6 riders to the SUPERPOLE.
Yeah, if you look at it, basically Leonardo Barberis, who moved to first place right now, did 1 minute and 590 90, not a second, but yeah,
hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds. And basically Alessandro Lora did almost the same time. There is just 0.2 of a second difference, and basically they have about 2 seconds gap to the third one, who is Matteo Tavella. So it's pretty, I would say this is pretty, you know, I think it's done. Basically it's like these 2 riders are faster than the rest, so I'm expecting that it will stay this way. Maybe Alessandro Lora will change the place with Leonardo Barberis, but we'll see. But yeah, if the next 6 minutes don't bring anything else, then
Actually, we forgot Leonardo Barberis, number 25, at the beginning, and he's the lead right now.
yeah,
He
he's
is
the lead,
number one.
But hey, there is something interesting because he was fourth in the QP in the qualifying practice one, which means that he already had the place in SUPERPOLE, but he decided to go and do the QP2, which means that basically now 3 riders are moving to SUPERPOLE.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, so
May-
even Matteo Tavella is now going to SUPERPOLE.
Yes, maybe he tries to improve his position or improve his time.
Yeah, another practice, you know.
Yeah.
So
But right now, number one is actually Alessandro Lora. And what's interesting about him is that he is the youngest rider in this group right now. He's only 12 years old.
yeah, and Leonardo Barberis is actually 23. So yeah, but they basically doing they doing similar time, 1 minute and 530 tenths,
Yes.
and there is just 0.06 difference.
And another interesting thing is that Leonardo is riding PBS bike, while Alessandro Lora is riding Ovale GP2.
Yeah, but don't
So
that's also interesting. But don't forget about Matteo Staub. He's fourth. And
yes,
actually, he's doing similar times to Matteo Tavella on the third place. And this is the the third place is the last place that is actually going to the SUPERPOLE in the afternoon. So there's also a big fight going on. We are actually watching, and let me see who that is. I can't really read the number. And because all the riders
some
new to
numbers are
us,
really difficult to read, but
Yeah.
Matteo Staub, his number is 74, he is Swiss and he's 22 years old and he is riding a Bucci bike.
But I think we are looking at Ovale bike, right? So let's see now. Finish line, and it's actually Mattia Rossi on the 5th place. And right now he put in 1 minute and 5 seconds time, so that's not gonna be, that's not enough for going to the SUPERPOLE. So
Yes, so in the open category of all the bikes, what's interesting is they have a 190 engine, Daytona engine, and that's what makes some of these guys, even though they are juniors, they are very young. The youngest one in this category is Szymon Kucherik, number 100. He's only 11 years old, but because of the engine, it's Ovale 190.
yeah, we
He
will see him
is
in, the
in this
SUPERPOLE
category,
because-
yes.
Sorry, yeah, we will see him in the SUPERPOLE this afternoon because he finished second. And now we are looking at Leonardo Barberis with the 25 number on his bike. Now we are looking at him going through the racetrack, and again he's on the second place. So even in the second qualifying, he is ready to move to the SUPERPOLE. Maybe we could talk about the SUPERPOLE itself, because as far as I know, it's not that common in Italy to do the SUPERPOLEs. So basically the rules are as follows. So we have qualifying 1 and qualifying 2. Qualifying 1, all the riders from the class are basically fighting for first 5 places. Those first 5 places go straight to the SUPERPOLE, and then the rest will fight for the another 2 places in the qualifying practice number 2. So those 7 riders will go to the SUPERPOLE, and basically in the afternoon, SUPERPOLE has 1 or 2.
It has actually 3 rounds. The first one is a warm-up lap.
Okay. And then you
So So the warm-up lap, there you speed up as much as possible. Then you go to the main lap. That should be your fastest one. And then the last lap, you're just leaving the track.
Yeah. Okay, so you have basically one round that you need
Yes.
to put in the fastest time, and based on
Yes.
that time, basically you will get the place on the grid for the race.
That's
Both
correct.
Races, both races. To be precisely. So that is what is happening. So this was the open class, and Alessandro Lora and Leonardo Barberis plus Matteo Tavella are moving to the SUPERPOLE this afternoon. So if we go through it again, Viktor Čech, Šimon Kučeřík, Davide Dota, Leonardo Barberis, Sandro Ebischer, and Leonardo, oh, I just lost it, but Matteo Tavella, and I think one more, Alessandro Lora. So these 7 riders we will see in the afternoon for the fight in SUPERPOLE.
Yes, and in the SUPERPOLE, the first one will actually ride as the last one. So the one that finished now as the 7th will ride as first in the SUPERPOLE.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, they will switch the places. So the one that finished first will start as the last. But now we are looking at the riders from the class called Fast. So this Fast group is actually entering the racetrack. And again, if you look at the results, that you can also visit basically our webpage, which is chronovision.cz, and then you will choose the event. And then under the event, you see all the results. So if you look at the QP1 results with the Fast group, the first one was Lorenzo Gilitus. Yeah, sorry, for maybe we not reading the names correctly, but just bear with us because
Gilitus.
Okay. So sorry about that, but it's not that easy for us because I'm from Czech Republic. Eva here is also from Czech Republic. So we are trying our best. Second place, Tomáš Zvala, Gianluca La Salvia. Third place, Justin Luca on 4th place, and Marvin Gamba on 5th place. So those 5 riders don't need to take the qualifying number 2. And now this group that is on the track will fight for the last 2 places. And
So we have 8 riders here. This is a very interesting group because there are many different nationalities. And right now, on the first place, we have a Slovakian rider, number 128, and it's Roman Kortanský. So that's the lead right now.
yeah, the second place is David Habel from Czech Republic, and third place Miroslav Adamčík, also from Czech Republic. Then we have Italian rider Davide Bonita. 5th place Jan Hesson from Czech Republic. 6th place Italian rider Adamo Fiasco. 7th place Gerardo Sabato Fiasco, and 8th place Karolina Wagnerova. I'm not sure if she's on the track right now because we don't see her time, but we will see. So that should be the only lady in this group, right?
Yes, that should be the only lady in this group, and she is actually also the youngest lady here. She is only 18 years old.
And when we look at the track, we see this is actually Miro Adamčík from Slovakia. He was fighting this year in Rival Trophy in Czech Republic, and I think he finished quite good, but I can't remember. Was it 4th? I think
I
he
can't
finished
remember.
in 4th. But anyways, he's now fighting for the second place, but Roman Kurtansky is holding it, and the gap is actually just 0.2 of a second.
But right now we have the lead, David Havel.
Yeah, he moved up to first place.
Yes.
Right.
And he is Czech. He's 20 years old, and he rides PBS.
And he won the category called, was it fast? I think it was fast in the rival trophy. So he's actually the champion. So we're expecting some action from him, you know.
Yes, right now we have first 3 places is a Czech, Slovakian and Slovakian.
Yeah, but Roman Kurtansky is now closing David Havel. So there is just 0.07 tenth, not thousandth of a second. And so yeah, we'll see.
And I believe that we have our Czech girl Karolina Wagnerová with
yeah,
number 6 in. There's time, she's in.
Yeah, she's already on the track. Let's see. And we are actually trying to figure out who we are looking at right now. It's really hard to read the numbers. But anyways, let's look at the stream, and we challenge everybody, please stay with us right from right to us. Where are you from? You know, what is the place that you are actually watching us from? And we will try to also, you know, look at the chat from time to time, and we are really looking forward to some interaction with you.
Yes, we have 6 different nationalities here. We have Czechs, we have Slovakians, we have Polish, we have Austrian, Swiss and Italians.
And I think one guy from Croatia actually.
But he rides for Austria. So anyway, the youngest rider here is 9 years old. We have 3 9-year-old juniors, and the oldest one is 47 years old. That's the Austrian, but coming from Croatia. And if you have any questions, or if you are rooting for anyone, you can write us too. So right now, the first place goes back to Roman Kurtansky. It's number 128. And that's a Slovakian rider, 32 years old, on PBS bike. And
okay, yes, so actually Kurtansky will actually, okay. Oh yeah, that's a little mystification for us. Yeah, it looks like the Chronovision just stopped for a little. It looks like Roman Kurtansky actually moved up to first place, and Miro Adamczyk is right now on the second.
That's places. But they're all riding a PBS bike.
But right now we are looking at 3 riders, and the first one is, I believe, it was Gerardo Sabato Fiasco, but I'm not sure. It's really hard for us to read the names, so.
So this is the second category where we see the last name Fiasco. So I guess that this is a family. These are probably relatives. So this is interesting because I think that we have 2 or 3 Fiasco riders. And that's then we have on the 7th place, number 6, Karolina Wagnerová, and 8th and last place, number 145, is Jan Hesson.
Yeah, and Hesson is also, and Karolina Wagnerová, they also both basically fight in the rival trophy championship. So they are both quite fast riders. I think Honza Hesson was actually, didn't he win? the open class, not the open class, but the newcomers class in the rival trophy. I'm not sure, but
It's possible.
yeah. But anyways, the fight is going on, and we still have. Oh, now we have Miro Adamczyk. It's the fastest rider right now, and Roman Kurtanski on second place. And I was expecting some show from David Havel that he will also try to, you know, do something. And
They're just changing places. These first three guys are just changing places. But another interesting thing is I believe they are all riding PBS bikes. I think right now we are watching only PBS bikes.
Something interesting to know.
Because Lorenzo Gilitus and Uwe Justin from Italy are riding Piton bikes. So I believe that right now we are watching just PBS bikes.
Yeah, we'll see them in the Superpole, right?
Right.
Yeah, but don't forget about the Italian riders, because now Gerardo Sabato Fiasco put in 1:8.34, and second place is actually 1:7.9. So that's not that far from the place that
actually jump up a lot. He's fourth right now.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
quite amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's category fast, so they're really fast.
And now we are looking actually at Adamo Fiasco. That is actually rider that is currently on 6th place.
That's right, number 70, Italian rider on PBS bike.
This is actually Jan Hesson, the rider in the white and black, and behind him it's actually Davide Bonita. And now Honza Hesson is looking bad at Davide, and he's already moving up to, well, in front of him. Actually, it's not a race, right? But at least we saw some fight.
So the first three places, still the same guys. It's Miroslav Adamczyk, number 90. Second one is Roman Kurtanski, number 128. And the third is David Havel, number 45. Let's see if Fiasco can actually get in there.
Yeah, we have about 3 minutes to go, so that means basically 2, maybe 3 laps, and we will know the results. So right now, Miro Adamczyk, second place, Roman Kurtanski, third place, David Havel, fourth place, Adamo Fiasco, fifth place, Gerardo Sabato Fiasco, sixth place, Davide Bonita, seventh place, Karolina Wagnerova, and 8th place, Jan Hesson.
And it's here. He's in there. Because last lap, he was actually faster than the third guy. So he's in. He's second right now. So Gerardo Sabato Fiasco, bravo, number 2. His number is actually number 58. And right now, he's only a little bit slower than the first guy. So he could actually even get to the first place. But it's over. It's done.
Yeah, it's done. So Miro Adamczyk and Gerardo Sabato Fiasco are moving to the Superpole, and now we will take okay. So yeah, right now we will have a technical break, and we will be back in a few seconds. Okay, so we are back, and this is category Pro. So the results from qualifying number 1 is the first place Carlo Colombo, second place Simone Perna, third place Marco Taverna, fourth place Davide Boschetto, and fifth place Davide Marinoni. So those 5 riders have secured the place in the SUPERPOLE in the afternoon, and now we are looking at the qualifying number 2, and here we have 4 riders, 3 riders from Czech Republic, Filip Šafarčík, Martin Pomp and Adam Crhák, and the 4th place there is 1 Italian rider, Alan Regazzo. So right now we are actually looking at Filip Šafarčík, that's on the first place on this group, and the second place is actually Adam Crhák, who right now moved up to first place. So actually right now looking at the first fastest place, and that is the guy in the white, red and yellow colors.
Because it has Italian and Czech riders, no other nationality. So that's quite interesting. So we're watching here 3 Czechs and 1 Italian, and that's number 77, and his name is Alan Regazzo on a bike.
Yeah, these riders are really fast. So I know it's not the elite group, but still these riders are really fast. So we are again expecting some nice battles and actions in tomorrow's races, so you can expect that it will fly.
Yes, the interesting thing is, in the last category we were watching group fast, and times were around 1:07, the best times in the second qualification, while right now we're around 1:05.
And that is actually the QP1, QP2, right? But the qualifying number 1 was the times were about 1.4, the fastest. So yeah, that's a pretty fast times. And now we are watching with the number 77, Alan Regazzo, the only Italian rider on the track right now. So yeah, and we can see that he's really trying to put in some better time, which he did right now. It's he moved up to the 3rd place, but it's not enough afternoon SUPERPOLE. So he needs to fight more.
But he might get in there, because the times right now are 1:04 to 1:05. Only Filip Šafarčík is 1:08 now. So he might make it in there, because he's getting faster. So right now the first place is Martin Pomp. That's a Czech rider, number 34. He's the lead, and he's 21 years old on a PBS bike. The second one is number 121, also Czech, Milan Adam Crhák, and he is only 17 years old. So I'm not sure how old is Alan Regazzo, but Adam Milan Crhák might be the youngest guy on the track right now.
Yeah, and we're looking at Alan right now, and I mean we can see that he's really trying, but still it's not enough, because Martin Pomp and now Adam Crhák. Oh, did you see that? They just changed the places for short period of time. Adam took the first place, but just few seconds after that Martin Pomp took the first place again from him, and yeah, they are right now pretty fast, 1:04.6 and 1:04.7. And on the 3rd place there is Filip Šafarčík, and he's just 0.2, so 0.2 of a second behind Adam, so he's also fighting for the SUPERPOLE.
Yes, we have actually a little time difference or delay, and we're not sure if it's the live streaming or the live timing where we're a little bit behind, so sometimes guys are faster than the technology.
Yeah, and speaking of technology, we need another technical break for a short period of time, and so we'll be back when we can. Okay, so we are back and the action is going on. Filip Šafarčík moved up to second place for a little while, but now Martin Pop is back. So first place Martin Pomp, second place Filip Šafarčík, and the third place Adam Crhák, fourth place then Alan Regazzo. So we have about 2 minutes to go, which I think is like 1, maybe 2 laps. And as you can see, the guys are basically letting the other ones go, so let's see if something else will change, if we see some change in the results right now. So Martin Pomp first, Filip Šafarčík second, so those 2 places are basically moving up to SUPERPOLE in the afternoon.
Yes, they're trying to make the best out of those last 2 minutes, maybe improve their time, and there is the flag. That's it.
Okay, so it wasn't 2 minutes, but I've seen it on the time, the live timing. But anyways, so this was the qualifying number 2. So Martin Pomp and Filip Šafarčík secured their places in the SUPERPOLE, and now we will head to the elite group. And the elite group, the fastest one. So if we look at the results from the qualifying number 1, the fastest rider with the time 1 minute and 1 De Roca. Second place Simone. Third place Federico Trubia. Fourth place Ezio Galeasso. Fifth place Nicolas Vápeník. First 4 riders are from Italia, and the 5th one is from Czech Republic.
Yes, so right now we are watching the last rider on the track to leave the track, and we the elite group. This is the fastest group around.
Is the fast one, and looking at this has been built a year 99 with actually 25th anniversary this year, and it's basically quite a huge racetrack, you know, famous because the world champion of motocross and supermoto is actually taking place here. So maybe in the background the motocross is actually also going on around here. So yeah, famous racetrack. And we are actually looking at the riders from elite group and number 2. So we have Štěpán Kohoutek, Lisa Monet,
Mathieu Bessard on the place. He's also Swiss, just like Lisa Monet. Then we have on the 4th place
Gabriel, 6 Stefano, 7th place Simone Napolitano, and the last one is Angelo Pastorino. So those 8 riders will actually fight for the last 2 places that will secure their basically ride and try in the SUPERPOLE to get some on the grid for the races tomorrow. So we have 1 Czech Republic, 2 riders from Switzerland, and then 5 riders from Italy.
Yes, overall this category has 3 different nationalities. There are Czechs, there are Swiss, and there are Italians.
What do you think? You know, if you talk about the nationalities and you know the racetrack located in, do the Italians here have little advantage, or?
I think they do because, for example,
Yep.
so right now we're looking at number 3. Number 3
Simone
is,
Napolitano.
so he's currently on the 6th place.
Yeah, we were talking about it, right? The Italians have a little advantage because they know the racetrack. I would suppose not everyone, but probably most of them. And first 2 places are Italians. So Federico Trubia and Gabriel Iwagnes right now are taking or are going to the SUPERPOLE.
But watch out, their 3rd place right now is Swiss Mathieu.
Yep, we still have plenty
Number
of time.
31, and he is rides a PBS bike.
Yep, we still have plenty of time. Right now it's 10 minutes to go.
Oh, he just got.
We actually look at Lisa Monet, that she's fighting with the number 58.
Yes, that's very cool. Lisa Monet. Lisa Monet is Swiss. She's the only lady in this category, and she's 23 years old, and she is riding on a Bucci bike.
Yeah, I mean she's really like doing great, and now she's fighting with 68 Stefano Saini, and I think she would love to, you know, try to in front of him, which is I was gonna say which is happening right now, but yeah, that's what we want to see, you know, the battles. And now
It's
we have
only
another rider behind them.
It's only qualification, but we're looking for the battles. But so is Lisa Monet. She was actually very fast yesterday. Yesterday was free practice, so everybody could practice. And she was one of the fastest ones
Yeah.
in her category.
And actually, one interesting thing behind her, it's actually her boyfriend, which is Mathieu.
Mathieu
Mathieu.
Pessa.
Sorry, Mathieu
That's
Pessa.
right.
So they are together here, and both, and now it's interesting fight, you know.
I'm rooting for Lisa.
I don't
think
mind.
it's
I just want to see some action, you know,
Yes.
which is happening.
I think it's very cool that there's a lady in there and that she is so good.
That basically did Stefano Saini, right? And Matthew in front of him, so I think Matthew is also he's trying to put up
Mathieu, yes.
Mathieu, yeah, sorry, I can't speak French, so it's a bit hard for me. But anyways, as you can hear, you know, we are not native speakers. We are both Czechs, and yeah, so it's not an easy one for us. English and also these all kinds of names and different varieties. So yeah.
Yes, actually we made a roundabout yesterday just to meet at least some of the riders and talk to them a little bit so that we get to meet them, because most of them we never met.
Yeah. So first place right now is Angelo Pastorino. So he's the last one right now. And second place is actually Simone Napolitano, who just jumped in front of Federico Trubia. So the fight for the SUPERPOLE is actually going on between the Italian riders right now. And yeah, because then the gap between third place and fourth place, Federico Trubia and Gabriel is about 1 second. So that's quite a lot. But anyways, even the fourth and fifth place and all the other riders are pretty fast, because the fastest time right now put in by Angelo Pastorino is 1.1. The other riders that are basically putting in 1.1 minute and 3 seconds, 1 minute, and so that's not that far away. Yeah,
What's also interesting, different types of bikes here. We have PBS, we have Bucci, Monet on Bucci, and then we have Stepan Kohoutek on Piton.
Yep.
Also, I think that Federico Trubia, he's only 15 years old, and he might be the youngest rider on the track right now. His name is Federico Trubia, number 21, Italian rider on this bike.
And he's really pushing it, because he's trying the second place, and he has only 1/10 of a second gap between himself and Simone Napolitano. So
he might make it in
and
SUPERPOLE.
this is Simone, and behind him you can see with 95 Angelo Pastorino, who is actually the fastest one on the track right now. So we have 4 minutes to go, I guess around 5 laps. So this is the time. So I think it's interesting for all the riders to be in the SUPERPOLE, because as we said, the SUPERPOLE is basically it's like a lottery. You basically have to put one good lap, good time, and that will decide everything for the race tomorrow.
So super bikes, and it's about the fastest lap, fastest time. So you have to give it all.
Exactly, you have to give it all, but you can also lose everything, you know. So it's not an easy situation, and it's also about, you know, the head. You need to have your head and really be in the good shape, or, you know, I don't know how to say it, but it just has to be there.
Yes.
So it's not easy. But anyways, Federico Trubia just moved up to second place. So he put in unbelievable time, 1 minute and 1 second. So right now he's behind the first Angelo Pastorino just by 0.058.
So probably our youngest rider on the track right now, number 21, Italian rider Federico Trubia, number 15 years old on PBS bike.
You know, we are looking at, I think this yellow guy is actually Stepan Kohoutek, trying to put up some nice time. But right now he's on 7th place. That's another rider that actually rides the Rival Trophy Championship.
And he even rides with his dad.
Yeah.
His father is actually another rider in
Not
the Rival.
in the same group though, but
not in the same group. His father rides in the open category, but it's a very cool family. They're also building the bikes.
Yep. And here is Federico Trubia. So this is the 15-year-old guy who's actually fighting for the first place right now. So let's see when he goes through the finish line. Let's look at his time. And it's 1.1.8, which is not the fastest one, but it's pretty fast. So Simone Napolitano, sorry for jumping in, but even Simone Napolitano put in 1.1 right now. It's not enough for the second place, but yeah.
Yes.
We see the checkered flag. So the qualifying number 2 is actually over for elite group, and if some changes in the last lap. But if not, Angelo Pastorino and Federico Trubia are basically moving to the SUPERPOLE.
Yes, I just want to say that you can see that the times in this group where it's again faster 1:01.
Yeah.
So we're again faster.
Actually, if you look at the I think it was maybe morning free practice. I've seen times 1 minute, or maybe it was in junior class, right?
Actually, it's not the juniors, it's the open class.
Oh, the open because
class,
it's 190s, right?
Yes, because they have the in 190 and Daytona, and
here we see some fans from Switzerland, waving the Swiss flags.
Yes,
sorry
it's very
for jumping
cute,
in, but yeah.
Because the Swiss are probably the only ones who brought their flags.
Which is nice, though.
And it's very nice, yes, and they're really waving their flag.
Yep.
So that was for Mathieu Bessa and Lisa Monet from Switzerland, I guess.
See, they have a lot of fans here.
That's very nice. Yes,
and
it's very close to Switzerland, and Switzerland doesn't have many race tracks.
And we are looking at Angelo really enjoying his time also on the really happy that he moved to second place, so he secured his place in the SUPERPOLE. Now we see his wheelie, really nice, and he's going off the track. So if we look at the time schedule, I think, and just let me put it up, I think we will start right away, and that is true. So we will start right away with the junior class. That should start at 1500 hours, so 3 p.m. and it's at 3 p.m. So we are just waiting for the procedure and to start. So if we look at the results, let's go through it once again, because we didn't have a chance, right, to see this group on the team, but we are looking at the riders lined up on the cards and waiting for their time to put in this one and only try in SUPERPOLE. It's just starting. I think it was actually your son going to the racetrack. So we have Henry Taman here.
Yes, so we have my son here.
So now here we go. What's the feeling?
Anxious and excited. So as we said, SUPERPOLE, the fastest 7 riders, and the last one, the 7th one, starts as the first. They have carpet there, ready for them, and they go. So this is the warm-up lap.
Yeah.
And then
that's the
should be the fastest.
But sometimes because we have these SUPERPOLEs in S.r.o trophy, and sometimes it's interesting that some riders put in the warm-up. Actually, the time is they are faster in the warm-up than in the fast lap. Actually, in the real lap. So
yes, the warm-up is also very important, because you really need to speed up already there
to get the rhythm right.
Yes.
And now we have Henry in the fast lap. So let's see how that goes.
Okay, so
this
Henry is my son, and he's 12 years old. He's riding since 3 years, and he's used to SUPERPOLE now because he finished second overall in the rival trophy in Czech Republic.
I know him well, and he's really good talent. So we're watching him, and as you can see, it's practically MotoGP style, right?
But this group is very interesting because we have 9 years old is the youngest one, 3 9-year-olds, and then the eldest ones are actually 12 years old. So Henry is one of the oldest ones.
Yep.
So there is probably the biggest difference in height and weight riders. Because some riders weigh only 20-25 kilos.
Yep. I was just looking at the time. So now we say it 1 minute 5 seconds and 29.
Well, that's definitely not his best time because yesterday he did 1:03. So let's see.
Didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
Yes.
It's enough.
You know, SUPERPOLE, you basically, I always say you have to shoot for the moon.
Mm.
But, you know, it's different strategy than during the race. Because if you mess up, let's say, in SUPERPOLE, you know, it's, you can, worst case, are 7th on the grid.
Yeah,
right?
So it's still doable,
so it's
right?
not all lost.
But still, I mean, starting from the
but it's difficult.
first group and third group, it's...
Yes, it's difficult.
It's a huge difference, but yeah, I understand what you say. But yeah, let's see. Maybe it's enough for the first row. We'll see. Anyways, now we are looking at Jakub Volák. That is actually, he put in actually the 6th time. 6th fastest time. Jakub Volák is also from the Czech Republic. You also know him well, so
yes,
you can
Henry is a great friend of Jakub Volák, and his number is number 53. He's Czech. He's 11 years old. He's only 2 months younger than Henry, and he is he finished 3rd in the rivalry championship in Czech Republic. And he's really fast. He's good at SUPERPOLE.
I think all these boys, you know, and
yes.
I don't know, do we have a girl? No, in this group.
In this group, I believe that we have no.
Okay.
Actually, category has 4 different nationalities. We have a Polish boy. He's the only Polish. We have
rival trophy, so also you guys know each other, right?
Yes.
And now we are looking at the face of your son, and I think he's not that, right?
No, he's not that happy, but we take it as a lucky number 7.
There you go. You know, you always have to find something positive even
exactly.
on the things that's
true.
not that positive, but
that's right. You know, it's a competition.
Yeah.
So you don't want to. I always don't want to ride alone. You don't want to be the one-eyed king. You know, and nobody ever was always first. Nobody, not even Valentino Rossi. So everybody has a shot. You know, everybody has a chance.
Yeah.
So I think that's the nice thing about it.
Let's look at this, the time of Jakub Volák, and it's here. So he's moving to red carpet, I would call it. So the first place with the time 1 minute 3 seconds and 562. So that's his time. He's moving to the first place, and as you said, maybe Henry move down the grid, but we'll see. You know.
Yes.
It's
will
the
have
same
to
for
put
everybody.
Up a fight, you know,
exactly.
Everybody.
And it's the same for everybody.
Exactly.
I mean.
And you know, until the race is over, you never know. You know, there can be technical difficulties.
Exactly.
You know, there
Whatever
can be
happen.
anything can happen. Exactly.
Anyways, I was gonna say that actually, the guys who ride the rival trophy has little advantage because they are used to SUPERPOLE, but the other riders from Italy or Switzerland, they may be not that used to it, you know. So
that's
we'll
true.
see
They
what
are
will
not
happen.
used to it at all. We spoke to them, and they don't know Superpole.
Exactly. So there you go. And now we are looking at Danilo Fur, and he's from Switzerland. Do you know some background from him?
Yes,
About him?
is number 5 and he is 10 years old. And the very interesting thing is he competed this year in the Italian Championship C&V on Ovale 106. So
Okay.
this is a very experienced rider. And another interesting thing is he is the of, now wait for it, Thomas Luthi.
Here we go.
So this is a competition, you know, and
Yeah.
that's what makes it fun. You know,
Yeah.
the boys meet on the track otherwise. This is a great opportunity for them, you know, to with other nationalities, and I think that's fantastic.
So let's see how it goes for him, because now he is in the fast lap, and in the warm up actually he put in 1 minute and 9 seconds, and it is actually right now the big Henry and Kuba Volak, they both put 1 minute and 7 seconds, but that's, you know,
Yes, you know,
that's just
Superpole
something
is
interesting.
tricky because if you're not used to it, it's really different strategy. You know, there, it's really different.
Exactly. As we said it before, you know, it's really about get in the rhythm, and something can happen. You not feel right or something, and you don't have a chance. So this is it. And the time is actually 1 minute and 4. So he moved to second place. So Henry is still in the first row, you know.
Yes,
So
let's
that was
see,
Danilo Furer.
because the next rider
Is
I-
actually Jakub Sedláček from the Czech Republic.
Oh, Jakub Sedláček. He's one of the youngest riders overall here.
And
He's only 9 years old. He's tiny. He is short. He is a rocket man.
I gotta say, you know, once they take off the helmet and you see the kids, it's like unbelievable. You know, you see them on the bikes, like putting this performance, and they do, you know, much better than like us and everything. And then you see them riding on the bike, riding on the bicycle. Actually, that's what I was gonna say, or playing, you know, and you just don't understand how these boys can ride like
Yeah.
this.
So Jakub Sedláček is really fast. He won all of our him Sunday rider as he is
Yes, yeah. And it's
3
from Italy, Jakub Volák and Jakub Sedláček. It's kind of interesting.
first time they meet on track. So world. It's a small yet during the race.
No.
There wasn't, or this morning, they learned that it's quite difficult. Excellent, many races, right? Many ride in Austria or Italy. He knows this here last month.
I didn't see it because I was looking at the timeline, or the live timing. But anyways, we are right now looking at Olaf Kozlowski. You also have some background about him, right?
Yes, so Olaf is amazing. He is the only Polish representative here. He's only 10 years old, speaks perfect English, and he actually won the Czech FIM championship this year on his bike Ovale 160, and he will go to Valencia in November.
Here we go.
Yes. Followed by Szymon Kucherik, but he is number 1 and he's Polish. So, and
would
we're
say
also friends with Olaf and his father.
I would say all these young talents, right? I think we will hear about them in the future.
Absolutely. So Olaf is already famous on Facebook, and he is a very nice boy. Here is Jakub Volák.
Jakub Volák
still
is actually
on the
holding the first place for quite a long,
Yes.
and you can see that he's pretty happy, and he's waiting for Olaf to put in
I
the
think
fast.
that he can't even believe it.
Yeah,
He's still on
he's
the red
smiling,
carpet.
I'm still here. Yeah, but again, he put in really good time, so
Amazing, amazing. I'm very happy for him. So all these boys, also Olaf, they are friends with Henry. We know their fathers, and they love to ride together because, again, it's another opportunity.
Olaf had some moments here. I can see that he's really, really hard on the brakes, and he's shaking in the curves. So
He also had technical issues
Yeah.
yesterday, and they also had to change the engine.
okay,
But Olaf rode one SUPERPOLE race in Czech Republic in the Rival Trophy Championship, and he won.
and he's second again.
He's second.
So he's moving up to second place, and it's just 0.016.
That's literally 15 minutes of fame for Jakub Volák.
Jeez,
That's
so
amazing.
That's really, really, like that's nothing, right?
Right. Yeah, it's very tight. That's
Yeah,
why
you can see
you
it
have
on
to
the-
give
on
your
the screen.
everything, because worst case, you know what can happen. You start as 7th, so you really shoot for the moon.
Yeah, you have to fight from the beginning, right? So Jakub Volák is still holding the first place.
Yes, that's amazing.
So let's see. Another rider from Italia is actually on the track, and it's Samuel Cavallaro, and he was the fastest one, right?
So Samuel Cavallaro is Italian. He's 10 years old. He is number 16, and he is on a totally different bike than everyone else. He
Which
has a
is?
special bike. I don't know what it's called, but it's not Ovale. And it's very special.
Yeah, we can see it's different.
And
to
he
be honest,
is the only local one. He is
Okay.
a local boy.
So he knows the track.
He knows the track. His team, Automoto, is actually close by, so he rides here quite often. And he is also competing in the Italian Championship CNV.
Mhm.
But he competed the entire season on a bike Ovale 110. So I guess that these are his beginnings on on similar bike but 160 engine.
Mhm. So let's see. He's in the fast lap, and we are waiting for him to come back to the finish line and see his time. If he can make the first place, because he was the fastest one from the qualifying, and actually he put in 1 minute 3 seconds 0.4. So if he can put the same time, then he would take the first place. So now I think he is actually coming to the finish line. So it's one more right-hander, and we will have him here in the finish line. So let's wait for the time. So can he beat Jakub Volák?
No.
Yes or no? No. It's fourth place. But you predicted Henry is actually 7th.
Yes, I predicted, and we take it. It's a lucky number. So
There you
Jakub
go.
Volák,
So
I'm
Jakub
very
Volák-
happy for him. He gets his medal.
So very
He's
happy boy.
smiling. I'm very happy for him because he also had some issues. He trained here. Oh,
Yes, and did
that's
laugh
cute.
as well.
Yes, he trained here on Thursday and he fell, and he didn't have it easy.
But
So
again, what a great performance, right?
unbelievable, very well
Unbelievable.
deserved. happy for him. So that's number
And he had to
53.
fight in the qualifying number 2.
Yes, and you
Right?
can see that even other riders are coming, and this is actually Viktor Čech, but also from his category. The Swiss boy, Giacomo, just shook hands with Jakub Volák, so that's, you know,
This is what we are waiting for, right? You know,
yes,
the positive emotions, the smiles and
that's exactly,
happiness. Yeah.
yes, because, you know, we always say rivals, not enemies, you know.
Yep.
So they're most of the boys or most of the children, they're friends, you know. They know each other and they love to ride together. Of course, on the track, they're rivals. But
Of
then
course.
off
Yep.
the track, they leave the track and you saw it, they shake hands and they say good job and, you know, they respect each other. So
Yep.
that's really nice.
Okay, so the next follow is this was junior class. Maybe we can go through it again. Yeah.
Yes. So the junior class SUPERPOLE, the SUPERPOLE winner is number 53, Czech rider Jakub Volák, 11 years old.
Then the second place, Polish rider Olaf Kozlowski. Third place, Giacomo Valnegri. That is the first row on the grid for tomorrow. Second row, Samuel Cavallaro, Jakub Sedláček, Danilo Furer, and the third row will start with your son Henry Taman. So that was
That's
the
correct.
SUPERPOLE for the junior class, and now we are actually looking at the first rider from the open class, and that is Matteo Tavella.
Yes, let me just get one thing straight, and that's we have more riders. SUPERPOLE riders, those first 7
Yep.
riders, that's just the 7 riders, but then we have more riders to come and join who didn't make it into SUPERPOLE but will also race tomorrow. So it's not
Yep.
just these 7.
With the
but
time that actually they actually put in the qualifying. So yeah, but the
now
first
we're
7 riders are basically fighting the SUPERPOLE for the first 7 places on the grid, and we can see the riders, you know, lining up in the area before going to the track.
yes.
And basically they have these carpets and they are waiting for their chance to get on the track and put in the fast time. So we are looking at the first rider, Matteo Tavella, and waiting for him to put in the time.
So yes, so again we have 7 riders. They all get the carpet, they get the warmers, tire warmers, and they're waiting for their turn. So the first one is Italian rider number 69, Matteo Tavella on PBS bike, and he goes into his fast lap soon.
Sorry, I missed it. What bike was it?
PBS.
Oh, PBS.
That's
okay.
PBS.
And these are 190s, almost, right? It's the open class.
Actually, there are different types of bikes.
Yeah, different. Okay.
So
Even 160s.
no, there are, I believe, no 160s, but there are Ovale bikes, PBS bikes, GRC, Bucci. So it's really, that's why it's called category open,
Yep.
because you don't have to be, you can be a junior, you don't have to be an adult, you can ride basically almost anything. That's why it's called
I
open.
can see Ovale GP2s and Ovale 190s.
Yes,
yeah.
GP2 and
Even
190
Bucci.
is the same. So that's yes, GP2 has an engine 190. It's Daytona, so it's not Zongshen like 110s and 160s. So this really goes just to show you how it goes.
Yep.
Ovale 160 has around maximum 14 horsepower, while Ovale GP2, it's 190, that's the Daytona engine, that has around 25 horsepower. So it's almost double. Not quite, but almost. So these guys really go.
So we are looking
So-
at Matteo. He put in 1 minute and 3, which is, I think, not the best time. And I think I've seen him shaking head. So he's not really happy about it. But the good point is that he will enjoy the carpet, at least for a little while, right?
Yes, at least for one lap.
That's the
So,
positive
yes.
about it.
And you're right, 1:03. Let's see about the best time here. The best time was below 1 minute.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh. And we are looking at Leonardo Barberis. And we know this rider also from the Rival Trophy. I think it was last year. He participated in the full championship.
That's correct. His
Yep.
number is number 25. He's Italian, Leonardo Barberis, and he is 23 years old on a PBS bike. So let's see about him.
Yeah, I think he's right now in the warm-up lap, so he's getting ready for his fast one. No, actually, he's in fast. So sorry, he's already
Yeah,
in the
he's
fast
already
lap,
really
and you
fast.
can see this. He's going fast. So let's see about his time when he. I think he's in the actually last section of a track. So he's going, yeah, last right-hander, and he will be here in the finish line. So let's look at his time. If he can beat Matteo, yes, and he put in 1 minute and 768. 1 minute point 768. So right now, I think this is pretty good time.
Yes, 1 minute. That's a very good time. So let's see, because we have other riders, very young Czech guys,
Which are really,
and
really
those
fast.
go below 1 minute. So let's see.
So let's see, now we are looking at Alessandro Lora, another Italian, and he's just entered the track.
And this will be interesting because number 48 Italian rider Alessandro Lora is only 12 years old. So he's not the youngest one in this group. The youngest one is 11, but he's one of the youngest ones. So 12 years old, and he's riding Ovala GP2. So that's the 190 engine, Daytona engine, 25 horsepower.
We are looking at Leonardo Barberis. One interesting thing, this is first time that we see some sunshine here. You know,
Yes,
actually
finally the
getting the
fog
sun,
is gone.
yeah.
We have some clouds, but no fog.
Yep. So that's another interesting thing. It looks like Leonardo wasn't that happy, right? From the reactions.
Yes,
Don't
because
know,
he
but
knows
I
the
think the
times
time-
are below 1 minute.
Okay, so now we are looking at Alessandro Lora. Actually, this was his first time, which is 1 minute and 5 seconds, but that was just a warm-up.
Yes, so in this group we have 3 different nationalities. 3 Italians, 2 Czechs, and 2 Swiss. So let's see how Alessandro does in comparison to 2 Czech guys on the same bike. They're all juniors by age, but they are riding on Ovala GP2 bikes.
It seems like pretty fast. He seems like, you know, it looks like it's pretty fast, but we'll see on the time. Okay, so he's now entering the finish line, and we are just waiting for his time. And it's there. He's taking the first place, but look at the gap.
Yeah.
0.09.
And it doesn't surprise me because he is, you know,
this
almost
is
half the age
and
and
this is pretty
size
tight,
of
you
the
know,
adult
this-
guys.
Also, this group is pretty tight together, so
Yes,
we are expecting the gaps will be pretty close. And also, this means one thing, and that is that the race will be really, really interesting.
it will be very interesting because we have the Italian guys are finished by now. The best time is 1:06 47.8. That's the lead right now, and that's Alessandro Lora. But right now, we're watching number 98. Number 98 is Sandro Ebischer, and he is Swiss, and he's 26 years old. So let's see how Sandro will place. He's also riding a PBS bike.
Yep. So Sandro is actually still in his warm-up lap, but it's at the end of the warm-up lap. So now we'll be looking at his fast one, and that will happen just now. So let's take the time and look at the track actually. Okay.
We're looking at
yeah.
fans and other riders now. I think that's really nice that they're rooting for each other, they're watching each other.
Yeah, and now he is, yeah, we're looking at Sandro. He's really trying to do his best, and again, I mean, we keep saying that, but you know, the SUPERPOLE, it's an, I would say it's a really hard thing to do, because you really have to be in good physical and also like physical condition, but also everything has to just fit in, you know, because again, you have just one try and that's it.
Yes, and as we said, some Italians and or Swiss are not used to it.
Yep.
So it's new for
And
them.
here he is. So he's in the finish line, and the time is 1 minute and 2 seconds. So he's now on 3rd place. So Alessandro Lora is actually holding his 1st position.
And I'm waiting for the Swiss flags.
Yep.
There will be Swiss fans. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so the next one is Davide Dota, another Swiss rider. And he's actually entering the racetrack, so let's see how it goes with him. But oh, that looks like a, I'm not sure, technical issue, because we could see that he put his leg off the bike for some reason, but not sure.
Yes, I was a little confused for a while, because Davide Lotta actually has number 25 on his bike, but because Leonardo Barberis has number 25
So he has 125
as well, he has 125.
Okay.
Yes, so he is also Swiss. He's 12 years old and he's riding a Bucci bike.
If we just looking out the window from here, and we see the Swiss flags, so the Swiss fans are, I would say, like the most crowded fan group, right?
That's correct. They're very quiet,
Yeah.
but they sure have flags.
Yeah,
Yes,
they sure have flags,
every
exactly.
child, every brother or sister has a flag, and they're waving their flag, and that's great.
But it's really nice to see the the support, you know.
Yes,
So
especially for the Swiss riders, because they said that they have it very difficult in Switzerland. Motorsport is very difficult to do in Switzerland, because they don't have many racetracks, so they often go racing to Austria or to Italy, whatever it's closer, because they don't have that many opportunities. So they're also very happy that they can compete here.
yeah, and basically when you compare that to Italians, right, they are basically born on bikes.
Yes, it's their. I think together with soccer, it's their national sport. You know, there are tracks everywhere. You ride.
Yeah.
You ride.
Even all
An
ladies,
hour.
even all ladies ride the what is it called, scooters, you know.
Yes.
So they are just used to it.
And you know, you can ride here in Ottobiano almost every day, all day long.
Yesterday, somebody was riding.
Yes.
I
they
think
turn
up to
on the
10
lights.
p.m. 10 p.m. and you could still hear
Yes.
the engines.
It's also a kart track.
Okay,
So-
sorry, we just missed it.
Oh.
So Davide Dota actually made second place.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing time. It's just, and again, it's so tight.
It is.
The first, the gap between first and second is actually 0.04, and the gap between second and third is also 0.04. Unbelievable.
So number 125 or
Yep.
25 on his bike, Swiss boy Davide Dotta. He is right now the second.
And we are looking at Szymon Kuczerik, another Czech rider, another fast Czech rider. And he's now in the warm-up lap, so that's going to be another interesting.
Yes, Szymon
Interesting time.
Kuczerik is a star. So he is, I believe, the youngest rider in this category overall. He is only 11 years old. He is number 100. He's Czech, Szymon Kuczerik, and he belongs to FS12 team. That is actually Filip Salac's team. So he's very talented. He rides on Ovale GP2, so again 190 engine. And Szymon is the second, finished as second in the Czech FIM Championship this year.
When you mentioned Filip Salac, did you see the last race that
Yes.
he put in the
We
third
watch
place?
all
Unbelievable,
races.
right?
We watch Superbikes, we watch MotoGP, we watch everything. We are rooting for Filip, for every Czech rider, of course. And we also know Filip, we met him, and he, together with his brother and with his father, he supports the young Czech riders, and one of them is Szymon, who is going into his fast lap.
No, he's actually just
Is he-
finished his
oh,
fast
he just
lap.
finished. Okay,
Yeah, he
let's
just
see.
finished
I'm
and-
curious about that.
Yeah, and we are waiting for his time. It's 1 minute point 8, which is actually fourth place. So again, but it's, you know, if
Oh.
you look at the gap between first and fourth, it's 0.2. So 0.2 of a second.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
But I must also say that Szymon was riding in the FIM Championship. He's not so used to SUPERPOLE because he can do better time than this. So
But
this
anyway,
will
he
be
did good time. I wouldn't say it was
great
bad
time,
time.
but
It-
he is amazing in
But
race.
it's really, the gaps are just
Yes,
that small that,
it's very
know,
tight.
yeah.
So
And now we are looking at the last rider, and it's Viktor Čech. He was actually the fastest in the qualifying. Let me see the time that he put in the qualifying. But
yes, so Viktor Čech is another Czech rider. He has a number 2, and he is also a member of FS12 team, and he is 13 years old. And Viktor Čech is one of the top 3 guys. He finished actually as second in the Czech FIM Championship, and he will also go to Valencia, the World Championship in November.
there we go. So
There he
fingers
goes.
crossed.
Yes.
And he's now in the fast lap. I checked the time, and he in the qualifying he put 1 minute point 1. So let's see if he can do that. Then he will take the first place. So now we are waiting for him to come to the start and finish line, and let's see if he can make it. So I think just few more curves and he'll be here.
Yes, so I have some tip for fans who are watching. The difference between Szymon Kuczerik and Viktor Čech is just the helmet. It looks the same. Of course, their number is different, but sometimes hard to read.
And here he
But
comes.
Viktor has this.
And he's done it. He's done it. Sorry for jumping in,
Oh.
but he's done it. 1 minute point 5, and he's taking the first place.
Bravo!
So the Super Pole on tomorrow's race on the grid is his. So Viktor Čech did it, and he is taking the SUPERPOLE medal.
Number 2, and that's Czech rider Viktor Čech, 13 years old on Ovale GP2, and there is his father in the background.
In the back, yep.
Yes, and he is leaving the track and goes to pick up the medal.
But I have to say one interesting thing. The gap between first and fifth rider is 0.39. 0.39.
Yes, they're
Unbelievable.
all around
So
one.
again, we can expect action, so many actions, and I think that
yes,
will
this
be
will be crazy.
huge
because
battles. So
yes.
yeah, and we are really looking forward to it. So you can see, it's actually Miroslav Popov who will hand over the medal to Viktor Čech.
Yes.
So
one of-
another famous guy here.
Absolutely. So he is, I believe, still a racetrack.
And you can see the boys without the helmets. This is something that I was talking about before, you know.
Yes.
You would give them, what
So
is it called, to, you know, some toys to...
Handshake and
I was going to say, you would give them some toys, just go and play, you know. Unbelievable.
yes, he's only 13 and he's a small boy, but you know, he already rides 300. 300 bike.
Unbelievable.
And he just won a prize in Brno. So
Yeah, he has some future, you know.
absolutely,
Well,
yes.
yeah. Okay, anyways, we already moved to the fast group. So again, this group is called Fast, and we are looking at the first rider. It's actually a rider from Slovakia, Miroslav Adamčík. You also have some interesting stuff about him, right?
Yes, so Miroslav Adamčík is Slovakian, he is number 90, and he is 37 years old. And he rides a PBS bike, but what's also very interesting about him is that he is a guy behind Chronovision.
Yeah, he's the one actually who developed it.
Yes.
So yeah, this is his hobby, I would say. But other than that, he does the software development. So as you said, he's behind not actually just the Chronovision, but he's also behind the graphics that you see on the screen. So this is the guy.
And he got in, he is among the 7 fastest ones, because overall we have 13 guys here in this group.
Yep.
The category fast has 13 riders, and he got in there.
And we have them in the finish line, and the time is 1 minute and 8 seconds.
And right now he's the lead. He's the
He's
leader.
the lead. Yeah, he will also enjoy the red carpet at least for 1 minute.
Yes.
But he's there.
He's there. Made it there.
I'm not sure if he will be happy with the time, because I've seen him that he could do a bit better. But let's see. Again, you know, this is just like a lottery. So we'll see how the other guys go. I think we are looking at another Czech rider, that is David Havel. It's actually the champion of fast group of the Rival Trophy Championship. So
Yes, so
Yeah.
I'm rooting for both, because Miroslav Adamčík was the 7th in SUPERPOLE, and that's like my son. But I'm also rooting for David Havel, because he has the same number like my son. So his number is 45. Very cool. He's Czech and he's 29 years old.
I'm just trying to look like what's happening, because I mean he was playing with his helmet like half of the lap, so I don't know if something is wrong, or you know, because I'm expecting that when you entering the yeah, big waves, when you entering the track and going for a SUPERPOLE, you should be fast even in the warm-up lap. And I don't know if something's
That's
happening
true,
with
but
Davo.
maybe he has technical issues, you know, one never knows. but now he goes.
Now he goes. So
Now he goes. You
everything
can see.
everything looks good. So
Yes.
hopefully that was just, you know, getting
That's
ready
the
for him.
drive we were looking for,
Yep.
because he's rival trophy champion.
Yes.
So he knows the drill. He knows SUPERPOLE. He's very experienced.
Yeah, I would say now it looks like he's fast and he's going for it. So let's see how it goes
But
and if he can
yes.
beat the other
But he
ones.
stayed up late last night, you know, enjoying Dolce Vita. So let's see.
Look, you probably don't know him that much, right?
I know him a little bit.
Okay, because that's what he does on
Yes.
all the races.
And he's in the right place. You
Yeah.
know, we're in Italy. It's all about Dolce Vita.
So I
So
wasn't
let's see.
expecting anything else. Let's put it this way.
Let's
Okay, so
see.
yep. I think he's already in the fast. He is in the finish line, and so let's see the time that he put in. And okay, we're still waiting for the time. Well, it's there. He's taking the first place, so he did it.
You see, he
And
knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's there.
And he put in 1 minute and 8 seconds, and he was just 0.098 faster than second Miro Adamczyk. And again, I don't think this will be enough for the first row.
Well,
And now the Italians come.
let's
So
see.
we have
So,
Marvin Gamba with the number 131.
so out of these 7 riders, we have again 3 different nationalities. We have Czechs, we have Slovakians, and we have 1 Slovakian, and we have Italians. So we're watching now number
131.
131.
It should be
Okay.
Marvin Gamba.
Okay, I have him here, yes.
Yep.
So that's Marvin Gamba on PBS bike.
And you can see him like hanging off the bike. So yeah, he's going for it. And here he comes, David Havel. So let's see how, he's gonna get the handshake from Miro Adamczyk.
That's very
But I
cool.
don't think David Havel, unfortunately, will enjoy the carpet that long. So
You
we'll
know,
see.
even those 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I was there once too. So
Yes,
Anyways.
hats off to them, because it's almost 60 riders. They're from 6 different countries. They are, 9 to 47 years old. Hats off to them.
yep, for sure. So Marvin Gamba is now in the fast lap, and we are waiting for him to see if he can do some good time, but I'm expecting that the times will drop to at least low 1.7. So let's see if that happens, but I think
Yes, but it's the fast category. So they're called fast, but pros and elites are faster, and open are even faster.
Yep.
So I think that these times, maybe let's see how
let's
he
see what Marvin Gamba did. Let's
And
see.
he's there.
I was right.
does. He's there.
1 minute 7 seconds.
We have
So
a new leader.
exactly. So David Havel has to move from the carpet, and Marvin Gamba first place
Yep.
so far.
Few minutes of fame.
Yeah,
are
a few
for
minutes
while
of fame
over.
because we still have 4 riders to go.
Yes.
And here another one
Oh.
comes, Justin Uwa, also
Okay, that
from
was
Italy.
probably a lucky charm on his bike. So his number is number 11.
And look at the colors. I mean, like he's already like lined up with the bike.
Yes. It's all style.
Wow.
Very cool.
It's the Italians, right?
Yes. And we also like this, when everything matches,
Yeah.
I have to say here that Jakub Volak Jr., who just won SUPERPOLE, he has even toothbrush in his colors. No kidding.
Wow.
He has Dainese
There,
boots
there you go.
in his colors, made to order. So,
Wow.
they take it very seriously. Some take it very seriously. We
Yeah.
also take it very seriously. Everything has to match,
Yeah.
Our sportswear matches our leather gear. So,
There you
yes,
go. So that's why it's quite expensive sport, right?
it is. Yes. But, when you dress, you might as well match everything. And these are nice colors.
Yep.
It's very nice. So number 11, perfect, easy to read, and he goes. So let's see
There
what
he goes
does.
in. Yeah, he's in the fast lap, and now you're
Justin
seeing
Uva.
that he's really trying, hanging off the bike. And I have to say that the colors are really nice. It's really, as you said, it nicely matches together with the bike.
Yes,
And
and he looks
and
sort
again,
of dangerous
for
already in his
us,
black helmet.
yeah, and for us, it's really nice to read the number, right? It's
Exactly.
nicely seen because some riders you cannot really see the number, but this is
Yes.
great. So, anyways, yeah, this looks like
And
pretty
another
fast.
interesting thing about Justin is he is riding on piton bike.
Okay, yeah, pitons are a little, I would say, a little higher. So the position is a little higher, but yeah, let's see how it fits him and if he can actually do some good time. So now we have him in the finish line and second place.
Second place.
1
Great.
minute 7 seconds, 0.8. So it's just 1/10 of a second.
The Italians are taking over.
Yeah, it's just 1/10 of a second gap between first and the second. Yeah.
Okay, so Marvin Gamba can actually enjoy the red carpet for a bit longer.
But again,
He's still the lead.
3 more riders to go. 2 Italians, 1 Czech. So Marvin Gamba, as you said, will enjoy the red carpet. And now we are looking at Lorenzo Gilitus.
Yes, Lorenzo Gilitus has number 48. He's Italian and he's also riding piton bike. So that's a fellow rider of
We forgot
Justin
to
Uva.
mention the ages. I know, like these guys are a
Yes.
bit older, so maybe.
Unfortunately, within this category, we don't know the age of all riders.
Okay.
So they might be a bit older, but sometimes it's very difficult to tell. Because sometimes you look at the rider and you think, oh, this is a little boy, and then no,
He takes off the helmet,
it's an adult guy.
and then there's a girl.
And then, yes, and then there are girls, and then sometimes you see a really tall boy, and he's only 15.
Yeah, yeah.
And you think, what is he doing in the junior?
No, but that was a mistake. I think this will be a costly mistake because on the in the last curve going to the straight, he was actually wide, so I think this will cost him, the time on the straight. So let's see.
But I think that it was only the warm-up lap, wasn't it?
It was, but
Yeah.
still, I mean,
So
it's you're going
hopefully
to the
he learns from that
fast.
mistake.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if that will cost him some time.
Probably will.
Yeah, because like going to the straight, it's
Yeah.
always costly. So
And also, mentally,
yeah,
it's,
yeah. He
you're
was
all...
right away. He was shaking head. So that's
Yeah.
another thing that
Yes.
all of a sudden you are basically
And it's very difficult to not let it
yeah
get to
to
you,
let it go
To-
and
yes.
just yeah
Yes,
exactly.
especially when you're...
But let's look
on
at the
track.
time. We have him back in the finish line. So the time is. Oh, he did it. He's done it 1 minute 6 seconds and 9:83. So he's done it, and he's almost, okay, not a second, but 0.7. So 7/10 of a second, seventh of a second faster than the rest. So he's taking the first place, and I think this could actually be the fastest time. And this is Tomáš Vala, another Czech rider that is already on the track. It wasn't Lorenzo, right?
We're so sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
actually.
so we're sorry.
Yeah, we were
It's
talking
number
about. Yeah, we were
It's
talking about
number
a different guy.
56 right now.
You are now his lap, and he's really trying to do his best to get a nice place on the tomorrow's grid. So I've seen his performance today, and I can say that he's really fast, and I wasn't expecting him being that fast, but let's see how it goes. SUPERPOLE.
Yes, he finished second. He finished second.
And he's first. He's done it.
And
He's done it. He's another 1/10 of a second
amazing.
faster than Gianluca Salvia.
Yes.
So we were expecting Gianluca to stay on the carpet for the rest of the SUPERPOLE, but
Just because, you know, Gianluca, it just sounds like winner,
Tomáš
right?
Vala thought
But
different, you know.
Tomáš Vala, yes.
He's done it.
Amazing.
I'm impressed.
Bravo.
Unbelievable. Bravissimo. Perfecto.
Bravissimo. And I just... Oh, and here we have
But
already...
Here we have Lorenzo Gilitus.
Here is Lorenzo Gilitus.
And he's the last one who can beat Tomáš Vala and SUPERPOLE.
Which is what he did in the qualification.
Yeah,
But
that's
let's
right.
see if he can do that now.
Exactly. So now it's been really interesting.
And I just wanted to say that the Tomáš Vala was riding a people's bike,
Yep.
but not a pit bike.
Yeah, actually, he moved to this GP, right? So
Oh, look
Yeah,
at
another
this. That's very
shake.
cool.
yeah, shaking
Gianluca
hands,
leaves
smiling.
the red
Yeah, I think
carpet,
even
Tomáš
Tomáš
Vala.
doesn't believe what he did. But anyways, yeah, he moved, and now he's riding this bike, and basically, I would say like 70% of the season. I don't know how many races, but he was really struggling, trying to find himself, you know, the position on the bike, struggling with the bike. But the last race within the Rival Trophy Championship, I think he found himself, and he was actually fighting for first place. He led the race for I don't know how many laps, but then actually I think he finished third or fourth. But he put in a unbelievable show. So yeah, I'm
Yes.
also.
He did very tight and he finished second. So let's see how he finishes now.
Here.
No, I mean in the championship. He
Oh.
finished second
No, I mean
eventually. So
in-
let's see if he
In the last
finishes-
race.
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't he? I think he did.
I can't believe.
Yeah, I think it
I
was
can't remember.
I think
But
it was
anyways,
super tight.
I know it
did.
was. There were like
Yeah.
4 guys going in the
Yes.
turn, and it was just crazy.
Yes.
But anyways, we
Let's
have
see.
Lorenzo Gilitus in the finish line, and he did it. He
Oh,
did
and
it.
He did it.
1 minute 5 seconds and 860. So he's done it.
Just
And
like
basically,
in the second qualification.
Look at the time. The gap is 1 second. So now Tomáš understands, and you can see
he's
from
like,
his reaction, like,
"Respect,
oh,
man." It's like, okay,
unbelievable. So Lorenzo,
hats off to
really-
you. So they will switch the places now, and this is a great opportunity to see the riders on camera.
Yep.
So we can see.
and here's the man. Here's the man who took the SUPERPOLE. So he will start from the first position tomorrow. I think once he knows, he'll be really happy.
Yes, we mixed him up with Gianluca before, but it's Lorenzo Gilitti's number 48 Italian rider on piton bike, and he is the numero uno. Number one.
Exactly, numero uno.
And here
so here he comes.
Oh, it's already congratulations
Yep.
in the way, and now
Here he is.
Stoppy, no.
Yeah, getting the gold medal.
Yes. And the handshake from
And you can see how happy
fellow
he is.
riders. Yes.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Let me check the results from the qualifying, and I think
SUPERPOLE winner. There he is. And again, he gets his medal from Miroslav Popov. This is also another interesting thing about SUPERPOLE. You get points. So the first one, the winner, gets 7 points. There are SUPERPOLE riders, so 7 points, and it goes down to 1 point. So, and these points, then they count, because eventually, after both races, it adds up.
yeah.
So this helps.
Yeah. So you basically finish first in the SUPERPOLE, and then you win the races. You won't get 50 points, but you will get 57.
And also it makes the weekend more interesting, because you have 2 days of racing, and it's not just trainings and qualifications and the first day, it's also SUPERPOLE. So
Exactly. So you're also getting points on Saturday.
Yes.
But anyways, we already started with the pro group. So these are again really fast riders, and it's getting even more interesting here. And we are looking actually at the first rider from Czech Republic, Filip Šafarčík. So again, we will have 2 riders from Czech Republic and then 5 riders from Italy. And the one is again Filip Šafarčík.
So Filip Šafarčík goes first because he finished as 7th in the second qualification, or in the qualification overall. So this is a Czech rider. His number is number 59. He's 19 years old and he rides piton bike. Here he goes.
Here he goes. No, this is Martin Pomp. Okay, so we missed it. That was the fast. That was the fast lap already, and Filip Šafarčík put in 1:05.425, which is, I would say, not the fastest time, because I know that they can put in like 1:4, you know, low 1:4. So let's see how that goes. But that was Filip Šafarčík, and now we are looking at Martin Pomp.
So Martin Pomp, number 34, another Czech rider. He is 21 years old. He rides a PBS bike. And Martin Pomp is one of the fastest Czech guys. So let's see.
Yeah, and now he's already in the fast lap. So we just entered the fast lap, and let's look at the track. Actually, we have 15 curves, right? And I think from my counted, it's on the right hand side, but I think it's almost like, you know, 8 right-handers and 7 left-handers, something like that. But I would say it's pretty fast track, and there are some specialties, at least from the riders, what they have to say. The first is actually really hard, that you have to enter fast and then brake by leaning from the bike. So that's not an easy one, but there are several places that actually the riders not complain but say that it's challenging.
Yes.
And we see Martin Pomp go to the last curve and entering the finish line, the finish straight, and now he's He put in 1 minute 5 seconds and 589, which is second place right now.
Second place right now. Okay. Yes, this track is totally flat. It is probably closest to in Czech Republic, I would say.
But it's
It's
not that slippery,
also-
right? Or is it?
It just goes the other way around. So, and it's not and it's longer. This one is longer. But what's really funny about this, if you look at the racetrack, at the picture of it, you can see the letter R as for racing. That's what the little boys junior
Okay.
category found yesterday. So that's about this racetrack, and
Okay.
it's also for karts,
Yep, go-karts.
for go-karts, and they really turn on the lights here at night, and
Yep.
they go until 10 p.m.
As
and
I
they
said,
have fun, you know. That's Dolce
Yeah.
Vita.
actually,
It's different here.
yeah, I had to put the earplugs in
Yes.
because I just wanted to go to sleep. I was really tired after the driving, long drive. So I just put in the earplugs and I was like, oh
And
my
here
God.
we see the swap.
Yeah, actually, we miss Davide Marinoni. He's
Davide.
right now on the track and he's, I think, finishing the fast lap.
Yes.
His warm-up.
That was his warm-up, and his number is 69, Italian rider Davide Marinoni, and he is riding PBS bike, and he
he's-
goes. So this is interesting, this category. The entire pro category has only Czech riders. Competition is really big.
Yep.
So I assume that most of these riders from Italy know this track really well.
I can't wait to, see the races because I think it will be big fights and really, really good action. So join us for tomorrow.
Yes, and if you have any questions or want to say hi, you can write us in the chat. We will look at your questions and we will try to answer them.
We're not seeing that many comments, but yeah, let's go to the chat and tell us something about you, like where are you watching us from. We are really looking forward to some interaction.
And who are you cheering for?
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Let's
Who's
show your
your
support.
number?
Okay, so Davide Marinoni just did it. He moved to first place. So he put in the fastest time so far, and that is the
You.
total
Yes. Actually,
in the finals. In time, if
he's there.
here he comes, and the rider is 47.
Yes. 25. It just, immediately won't go to auctions, so very cool, obviously.
And so we're waiting for his time and he's there.
No way.
No, he's second actually.
We're
1:04.19.
so sorry.
No, we said it at the beginning, right?
Really?
But now you just mentioned, but he was already in the finish line. But anyways,
Okay.
Marco Taverna.
Marco Taverna, number 350, Italian rider, 25 years old on PBS bike, but he was so fast. And right now we have already,
he already took
number
the
65 on track.
Yep. Marco took the second place so far, and now we have Simone Perna with 65.
Yes. So Marco really made us speechless with his design. Amazing. But
sure did.
Simone also looks good, and his number is number 65. He's from Italy. He's 20 years old and also riding a PBS bike. And he's now in his warm-up lap. Already is pretty fast, so let's see.
Again, getting his rhythm right.
In any case, the first 3 will be Italian.
That's for sure right now.
Yes.
So looking at it and because you can see the whole third thing for him. He didn't see
Yes. That I was.
But you can see even the warm-up lap is because
the category, and
that's
enough
pretty
for a lead,
fast.
right?
Fast. But red carpet warm-up lap.
Number 3, Italian Ottobiano. He rides a PBS.
Lap,
so let's see.
Yeah.
And
but
also the camera really makes it slower, because just to let you know who's watching, junior category, Ovale 160 bikes, 160 engine, can go up to 120. And especially here, because here are two. Whoa,
that was a moment for Simone. He nearly fell off the bike, and again you can see, you know, it's not definitely it's a fast one, because you know that he's going on the limit. So yeah.
Yes.
Let's see if that slowed him down.
Oh, sometimes they look like they will
pretty fast.
Go off the track.
And now he's in the finish line. Let's wait for the time. And he did it. 2.5.
For a while he looked like a little bit disappointed, but he's in there.
Yeah, 1.5 gap between first and the second. So Simone Napolitano will enjoy the red carpet for sure.
Yes.
And in the worst place, just for 1 minute.
Yes.
And now we will be looking at Angelo Pastorino, who is now entering the racetrack. And here he is. Angelo Pastorino with number 95. And that's another rider who will try to... Oh, this is him.
Yes, this is him.
This is him. And actually another rider who will fight for this pole position.
Yes, so number 95, Italian rider Angelo Pastorino, and he's also riding a PBS bike, and we're watching him right now. And
yeah, he's actually entering the final section, so 2 more turns and we'll have him in the finish line.
Also very cool design, orange and black.
Actually, this will be his fast.
This is his fast lap.
Fast lap. No, now he's entering the fast lap. Yeah.
Yes. He's entering the fast lap, and he looked already
but
pretty
he's
fast
already pretty
in the
fast.
warm-up lap, yes.
He's already pretty fast. He put in 1.6. So, yeah, I think this will be a fast one. And you could see that he's really into it. Just hidden behind the bars.
I'm just looking at his gear. It looks like he's wearing a vest over his leather overall.
Maybe it's just mystification, you know. I don't know, to
Maybe
be honest.
it's
It looks like it, but...
It looks like it, really.
But you never know.
Because it's orange underneath.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too cold for him, you know. Maybe it's from southern...
You think
Maybe
it's
he's
too
from
cold?
southern Italy and he thinks,
don't know.
17 degrees, not too.
You can ask him afterwards.
Yes.
But now he's
he
entering the finish
goes.
line, and we
He's
want to
on
see.
fire.
Yes, we
Whoa.
want to see the time, and he's there.
Yep.
He's taking the first place, 1:2.2.
Yep.
So he's done it. He's done it, and again he will enjoy the red carpet.
I'm curious about the West. Maybe it's a safety feature. Let's see.
Who knows?
Interesting, yes.
Anyways, we have Federico Trubia, and he's just now entering the racetrack.
Yes, so that's number 21, Italian rider Federico Trubia, and he is only 15 years old.
Yep.
Riding a PBS bike. So this might be actually the youngest guy in this group.
He's wearing all kinds of colors on his leather, and you can see like again little different riding style. You know, the elbows almost on the ground.
Yes,
So I think we can also expect really fast time from him.
Yes.
I just wonder why he's putting his left hand off the bar. Sometimes I just saw it for the second time.
Oh, but look.
Yeah, he's really.
He
Yeah, see, he's touching
turns
something.
into a ball and he goes.
He's touching something on the bar. That's interesting. I don't know what that is, but anyways, that's pretty fast one.
Wow. Okay, that is really
Yeah, he's
fast.
put in 1:5 in the warm up.
That looks really fast, so let's see.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
can see that he's really trying to hide behind
Yes.
the bars and behind the.
Yes, that's also what my son does. So, you know, to make himself as small as possible.
No, this ride looks really fast. So let's see when we have them. Yeah, last curve turns, and we will have him in the finish line. So last right-hander, and this is it.
I think he will.
Yeah, I'm speechless. I'm just waiting for the time, and he did it. He did it.
I thought that he will.
Low
Okay.
1-2, so 1:2.041, and he's taking the lead.
Amazing. That was number 21, Italian rider Federico Trubia, only 15 years old. Look at this wheelie.
Yep. That's what he did in the qualifying. So he's continuing. And
Yeah.
now we'll be looking at Nicolas Wapening, the only
Yes.
Czech rider here in Elite
Yes.
SUPERPOLE.
And we're rooting for Nicolas. He's our idol among rival trophy riders. So,
And I mean, he put in such a performance this year. I
Yes.
remember him a few years back, and basically it wasn't anything special, right? But he moved up, and he's really fast, and he's really working on him like real hard. So
we
it's
only
unbelievable.
saw him riding this year,
Okay.
and we were amazed. And as I said, he's now my son's idol, and he just loves his style.
You would be impressed even more if he knew how he was riding before.
But it's
because
hard
what
to
he's done-
believe because
What
he's amazing.
done,
Yes.
no, it's really unbelievable what he's done.
So that's number 69 we are watching right
And
now.
now he's entering his fast lap.
Yes.
So we'll be waiting.
Czech rider Nicolas Vápeník on PBS bike.
And 1:6 in the warm-up lap.
Yes. And look at this beautiful.
And that is the only GP bike, right? So far that we've seen the SUPERPOLE.
Yes, that's right. That is the only
That's another
GP
interesting
bike.
way
Yes.
thing. But anyways, yeah, that looks pretty fast. You can see the elbows down on the.
You know,
on the
he
ground.
borrowed. My son tried to ride his bike once
Okay.
in Czech Republic just for fun, just for a few laps. And just to compare, you know,
Just to
what it's
try,
like,
yep.
this PBS GP bike compared to Ovale GP bike. He said it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, they've done
He
they've
was
done a great job because they done development of almost everything.
he
And
loves the design, you know, the look of it. But he said,
and
you
here he
know,
comes. He's in the finish line. Sorry for
yes,
jumping in,
no,
but
no,
we're
let's
waiting
see
for
it.
his time. If he move, oh no, 1:2.8. So he's actually taking
That's
fourth place. That's a
fourth
shame.
place.
That's a shame.
It's a shame, but you know, second row, not too bad.
I was expecting
You
to
know,
see him in the first one, but
look at the competition. And I'm not
I know,
sure if
it's-
Nicolas Wapenink ever trained or raced on
Here?
this track.
I don't think so. I think it's
I
the first
also
time.
don't think so. So,
And
and you know, the rest are
let's
Italian.
put it this way: 1:2 is great time. So
Yes,
there is nothing to be, you know, ashamed of. But anyways,
absolutely.
I think he won't be happy.
You know,
But we are
can't
already.
win them all.
Yeah, that's right.
And he still
Not
has
everyone
a
can
shot
win.
tomorrow.
Yeah. But again, you don't want to be the second, right?
Yeah. but
Anyways, Ezio Galeasso. Hopefully, I'm reading that correctly.
So that's actually Ezio Galeasso that we are watching right now.
Yep.
It's number 6, another Italian rider, and this is also interesting about Ezio. He's riding a mirror bike. So another type
Mirror,
of
yes.
bike. So
It's
let's
a Spanish
see
one, right?
about Ezio. I'm not sure.
Okay, anyways, he's on the track and he's just finished the warm-up and is now in the fast one. So,
He looks also pretty
Yeah.
fast.
see that is pushing. But again, he was second
he has
fastest in the
also-
qualification, in the qualifying. So, yeah, we're expecting him to put in some good time.
Also very cool look. We also really like this look on his helmet. It matches really
Those
well.
Italians, right?
Yes.
But here we go. He's entering the finish line just now. So we're waiting desperately for his time. And fourth. 1:2.6. So he's just beaten
Okay.
Nicolas.
So that moves Nicolas to the
Fifth
fifth
place,
place,
yep.
which is rather difficult on the grid because you're
But
in
again,
the middle.
It will be the second
But-
the second row for sure.
Yes, it's the second row and it's in the middle,
Yep.
and it's fantastic because overall we have, I believe, 11 riders in this category. So
And we are looking at the last rider of today, and that is Davide Rocca.
yes, so Davide Rocca has a number 24. It's another Italian rider, and he's riding a piton bike. So that's the only one from this group
Who
in
can
SUPERPOLE race who rides a piton bike.
and who can actually take the SUPERPOLE from Federico Trubia, who is actually sitting there on the red carpet for quite some time.
Yes, that's true. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see. I'm just checking the times, and one interesting thing, besides Gabriel Iwagnes, who I think wasn't the best lap for him, the gap between first and fifth is 0.8.
And you know, Federico
Unbelievable.
looked that he was younger and shorter on the bike. So
Oh,
let's see, because you know Federico, he's only 50, so speaks
could
for him.
we could see some
Yes.
shaking in the first turn, and I was talking about it. The first turn is not an easy one, but now it looks much better. It looks smooth, and The ride looks smooth and nice and smooth. But anyway, this is the fast lap for Davide Rocca. The only chance to steal the pole position from Federico Trubbia.
And I also like that we can see his name clearly written on his back, Davi. Okay, so that's what
You have good
they
eyes.
call him.
You have good eyes. I don't see it. But anyways, he's
He
just
looks
entering
fast.
the finish line. So, can he do it or not? We're waiting for the time. No, it's third place.
Third place.
So Federico Trubbia is actually taking the pole
Yep.
position. And look how happy he is. I think he can't believe it as well. So here you go. It's your day.
Yes, bravo.
So you can see the happiness
That's the
behind his
SUPERPOLE
eyes.
winner. That's what he came for.
Here he is. So this was it. So this was the first day. Again, we do apologize for the technical issues, but it's quite hard because we trying to have 3 commentary simultaneously done in Czech, English and Italian. So it's really challenging. So we do apologize for some technical issues at the beginning, but you can expect that it will be much better tomorrow. So I think we will start tomorrow, and let me
And
check
there
that
go
time
the Swiss flags.
again. So
Again,
tomorrow
yes.
so tomorrow the live stream starts at 10:40, where the basically national parade will start. So you can expect the some show that will be put on, and all the riders will be lined up on the finish line, so you can see everybody. So please tune in, and we will continue tomorrow, and you can expect some real action battles. You can see that the times are really tight together.
You know, right now you can see actually where the Italian commentator sits. He's in that booth with glass. So that's the Italian commentator, and the SUPERPOLE races are over for all categories right now. It's all decided, it's all done. But right now there's still free practice going on. So look, here come the juniors. We get actually live stream of the last free practice today, and there goes the youth.
Yep.
Yep, there they go. I thought Swiss flags, there was no Swiss riding in the last SUPERPOLE race, but they were still there waving their flags, so something's going on, and they were coming.
But anyways, so this is it. We thank you for being with us, but please tune in tomorrow for this big ceremony, and we will be looking forward to be with you again. So thanks for watching, and tune in tomorrow. Bye.
Arrivederci.